everyone, and welcome to Dome and Home Live, presented by Sanderson Farms. Throughout the show, we'll be giving you live look-ins inside the Dome, including pregame warm-ups, presented by Sunshine Quality Solutions. Got a lot to talk about in this show, but of course the big storyline is the fact that Saints fans will be back in the Dome for the first time since the 2019 season. JD, while the guys get warmed up, let's talk about some position battles in the breakdown presented by Tony Shasheries. Obviously, the big storyline tonight will be at quarterback. Jameis Winston will get the start this evening as Taysom Hill started against Baltimore. Number one storyline of the night, bar none.
Yeah, and playing well in this one might establish who starts the regular season for the Saints. We know they have not had a regular season starter other than Drew Brees since 2005. Will it be Jameis Winston? Will it be Taysom Hill? This game will go a long way toward determining whom it will be.
Yeah, it's going to be very viewed, no doubt about it. Another position battle we've been watching all camp long. JD, who is going to start opposite Marshawn Lattimore? We know that side of the field is locked up. But both Ken Crawley and Paulson Adebo have had very solid camps. They're going to play a lot tonight.
And here's the thing. I think both have been outstanding in training camp. Adebo started a bit slowly, a rookie. I think he got his legs under him. Ken Crawley in this training camp has looked like the Ken Crawley from the 2017 playoff season. He has really locked down at cornerback. So I think the Saints feel pretty good about what they had there. Do they feel great? Well, probably not, because they're still looking to see if there's an addition to be made. But I think they feel pretty good with Adebo and with Crawley.
All of Saints Nation will be tuned in, to say the least. Speaking of tuning in, you can watch the game tonight on ESPN and NBC here in New Orleans.
One of the guys you probably will see in this one, he didn't play in the preseason opener, but linebacker Demario Davis should be available in this one. I caught up with him this week in training camp. We're here with Saints All-Pro linebacker Demario Davis, now entering his fourth season with the Saints. One of the best, by far, free agent signings in the franchise history. So we'll start with the easy stuff first, Demario. Training camp, what's it been like for you?
Oh, it's been good, going into, my 10th season. You kind of know what to expect from the game. You understand, the system. I think for me, it's always about taking my game to the next level. And so you spend an entire offseason kind of cultivating your craft and things you want to implement in your game, things you want to sharpen in your game, things you may want to take out. And so as you're doing that, it's kind of like rebuilding a car every year. And so when you get to training camp, now, because you don't really have OTAs, that's the first time you really get a chance to test the car out and try all those things that you've been doing. And so I feel well pleased about where I'm at in my progression and the things I want to do, going into this season. And then also, it's important for us defensively to play at a high level. So just being able to gauge and where we are as a defense, where we got to get to, and after that first preseason game, it's kind of like that race has begun.
And I heard you mention earlier that not only are you not declining, you're ascending. So how do you stay cutting edge to be the player you are?
I just feel like I haven't tapped into the best version of myself yet. And so though I may be approaching it, I see the sky as the limit. It's things inside the game that I'm able to see now. It's movements and different things on the field that I wasn't doing before that I can add that's going to make me a better player. And so I think physically and mentally, when you're still on the rise, I think people begin to peak out when physically their body isn't able to perform. And so when I'm doing tests, I'm always trying to get faster. I'm trying to get stronger. I'm trying to be more explosive. And so I think when you can find those little cutting edges, and then mentally you can sharpen yourself in a way to do things that you weren't able to do before, I think it only, that's what allows me to continue to get better.
Somewhat loaded question here, but you've been running around with these guys on the field on defense and training camp. How good or effective can this defense be?
Our defense, we're incredibly coached. We got a ton of good players, a good mix of veteran and young guys. And, the buy-in and the chemistry is there. And when you have all that, you have the makings of what could be a really great defense. Now we have to meet that challenge. how good you can be. You don't know until you go out there, right? And so anybody can say how good they can be or how good they're going to be, but nobody knows until you go out there and show it. And so that's going to be a test of our effort every single day, whether we feel like it or not. It's going to be a testament to our execution and ability to do it under pressure in the crunch situation.
We've heard you describe it somewhat before, but what's that process when you're trying to figure out what you want to say to your teammates to get them motivated and get their minds, synced in when you go into a game?
Yes, that's very important because that's a sacred space. Firstly, it was an honor when Drew kind of passed that torch on to me. And I handle it. I handle it as such. I treat it just understanding that I'm not trying to go out there and I'm not trying to be Drew. I'm different. I'm Demario. And my teammates have their own individual respect for me as they had for him. And so I think that respect, when you step into that space and knowing kind of that you're kind of that last fuel to the fire for everybody. It's really a big thing about like not messing it up. You just, guys already in their zone. And so it's a process. So for me, I'm more so just waiting to that one thing that's gonna move me. I feel like I have a good feel or vibe of the locker room and kind of where guys are at and kind of what this game means or that moment. And so for me, it's really just trying to play into that. Like once I feel that vibe and it kind of moves my spirit.
All right. That's Saints All-Pro linebacker Demario Davis preparing for a new season.
Outstanding interview right there with John DeShazier and Demario Davis. Of course, Demario, very, very loquacious wherever he is, either on the field. He'll do the pregame huddle, obviously this year now with the retirement of Drew Brees, but you can't ask for a better leader on the field and off of it than Demario Davis, JD.
Yeah, they're going to need it because he and this defense have to carry a bit of a heavier load. And I know they say everyone has to carry the equal share, but the defensive side probably has to do a little bit more because they don't know exactly what they have in terms of an explosive offense just yet. There might be an adjustment period, so that defensive side might have to carry the weight a little bit early in the season.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, this is the first game inside the new Caesars Superdome, but we couldn't get things going without an actual blessing from Caesar himself.
Well, not the actual Caesar, but a guy who plays Caesar on TV. That's comedian Smoove. Erin Summers caught up with him, and she will be talking to him right now inside the Caesars Field Suite as part of our countdown to kickoff presented by Bullseye.
We're here at the brand new Field Suites at the Caesars Superdome. I'm joined by Smoove, actor, comedian, and recent Caesars ambassador. What exactly does that title mean?
Oh, that means I have to embody the legendary Caesar based on the Caesar Casino world and the new Caesar Sports app, which in turn is now this amazing stadium, which used to be Mercedes-Benz Stadium, is now Caesars Superdome. How about that? Huh? The Caesars name, the Saints team, what an amazing collaboration. This is beautiful. The stadium has been, as you see, redone, revamped. Oh my God. This shows you what the classiness of the Caesars Casino is in Vegas. And they just carried that over to this amazing stadium and just shows you the quality and the aesthetics that they wanted to have in this amazing stadium. And the feng shui is incredible. When you walk into this stadium, it's an amazing stadium. Not only are you excited to be here to root for the Saints, you're also excited to be here.
It is a perfect marriage as you're a Caesars ambassador, but also because you're a Saints fan yourself.
That's right.
How long have you been a fan?
Oh man, I used to root for my man, Archie Manning, for years. Archie, he ran for his life a lot, but running around there, trying to get away. But I fell in love with that guy, and then in turn I became friends with his two sons, and now I'm like one of the brothers. I told him at a Super Bowl one year, I said, I'm your other brother. I'm your other brother, man. And Peyton, he said, you know what? You are my other brother, JB. And Eli said the same thing. And we all group hugged and we said, come over, Dad. And he came over and we all group hugged. It was a good reunion. You know, I love that guy.
It's going to be a great reunion here because all the fans are back for the first time since 2019. How excited are you to be a part of that?
I'm so excited. You know, these football is a way of life for a lot of people, and it also is the heart and soul of some cities. You know, this amazing team won a Super Bowl a few years ago, and heartbreak the past maybe 3 seasons. You know, they wanted to get over the top, and somehow, you know, just circumstance couldn't get over the hump. And team was talented enough to go to the Super Bowl the past 3 years easily. Easily should have been 3 more Super Bowls, but you know, things happen. But I'm saying that this season, the Saints are going to get down this season. I met with the coach last night, had a little talk with him, you know, and just in passing, and we talked about it a little bit. What's the expectations of the team? You know, quarterbacks, the line, the amazing running backs you guys have, and the passing core is just upper echelon of receivers, you know. So there is a great possibility that this team will make it to the championship again, you know, and all the way to the Super Bowl. Come on.
All right, from Caesar himself, a Super Bowl for the Saints. Anything special in store for us here tonight?
Oh, yeah. You know, oh, man, this is going to be amazing. I am going to be a part of the launch of this new stadium. And why wouldn't I be? You know, I am Caesar, of course. You know, I love these Saints. And let me tell you something. It makes perfect sense. I'm the ultimate hype man. People love me. They love my energy. And I'm here to make this positive night even better by bringing this amazing team on this field tonight. It's going to be epic.
We are looking forward to it. Thank you so much, JB, for joining us.
Yes, indeed.
We'll stay tuned.
Woo, stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be on. Ow.
You never know who you might run into at a Saints game, but you don't have to take my word for it. You can win tickets to Saints games all season long.
We've teamed up with Waiter to not only help you get free delivery on game day, but you can sign up for a chance to win game tickets, sideline passes, and more. Just sign up on the Waiter app and use the code SAINTS21 or visit our website, NewOrleansSaints.com. Time now for some score predictions presented by Chevron. JD, what you got?
You kidding me? 31-23 Saints. 31-23 Saints. A lot of points for a preseason game, but they're due to break out here.
All right, I'm going 27-6 Saints. There's no way they're turning the ball over 6 times like they did a week ago against Baltimore. I think the quarterbacks are going to move the team. And how about the defense? I mean, you think about what they did against Baltimore a week ago. You got to believe that's going to continue here tonight. All right, it's almost time for kickoff. As a reminder, 7 p.m. Central on NBC or ESPN.
And don't forget to join us here for our postgame show. It'll be live. We'll have quotes from Coach Payton as well as both quarterbacks who play in this game. Join us here.